Hey everybody, Gunner and Bert here. It's Tuesday again, so that means...
No storage place.
Talk. That's jive talk for marijuana.
Nudity on slick paper.
It means the work week's just beginning and people are like, fuck you, fatty. I got
It means
four more days.
There's hardly that many people that work 9 to 5 Monday through Friday jobs anymore. Everybody just works whenever they fucking can because everybody's poor and needs fucking money.
True.
But anyway, let's not let any of that stuff bring us down because we're not doing Stairway to Stardom. That makes me sad. Yeah. We're not doing Public Access. We are doing...
That makes me sad.
A 60s fucking bike safety film, oddly titled One Got Fat.
One Got Fat.
It all makes sense by the end, but right now we're all like,
and we were
what
like,
the fuck?
Are they talking about the Judd sisters?
So anyway, it starts off with this narrator telling us about these 10 freaky monkey children.
All 10 of these jolly characters lived in the same neighborhood and were all good friends, generally speaking.
Right out of the Twilight Zone.
Why are they monkey children in papier-mâché masks?
I don't know. But these are some pretty freaky fucking masks, dude. Like, they belong in a horror movie, you know?
But also, he's talking about their bikes.
So does this narrator.
He's talking about their bikes right now, and he says they take care of their bikes like they take care of themselves. So some of them are nice, some of them are fucking shitty and shit.
Like, oh great, so these kids don't shower. All kids should shower.
All people should shower.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course, it's a horse.
You don't know how many stinky motherfuckers there are out there. I don't even want...
I don't? Are you
well,
serious? I've been amongst these beasts. I know how bad they fucking aroma can get.
So bad.
You know what I mean?
So bad.
Like, they, you know, with Mitchum, you can skip
like filling up a whole entire fucking dining room area of a restaurant with your one-person stink. It's not a fart or nothing.
No,
it's just a nasty, gross,
your pungent musk.
Anyway, enough of my remembrance of work today. I mean, no, that wasn't my job.
Fat people tend to sweat on relatively cool days.
So anyway, the kids decide to go on a picnic in the park.
One day they held a group think and decided to have a picnic in a little park just 9 blocks away. Now that doesn't sound far, but a lot can happen in 9 blocks, right? Well, sound off out there. I said right?
So they all go home, make sandwiches, and pack their lunches with their strange fucking names on them.
Right.
Now, one of the 10 was a rather hungry type. His name was Slim Jim McGupney, and his picnic lunch was what you might call a portable banquet, right? Right.
Let's go to the park, Mommy. Like, nowadays you won't let your kids do that because there's usually some pedophile freak waiting.
Whoa, there was back then, too. It's just, it's not just forced on us today. Like, back then, like you just say, like, fear, 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 fear.
Now we know about it more.
Don't leave your house. Fear, fear, fear.
Oh, I'll leave my house. It's just, you know, freaks.
So anyway, they all ride down the street like a evil, creepy biker gang.
Monkey biker gang, you know?
And with the fat kid riding in the handlebars. So I don't fucking get this, right? You got fat kid on the fucking handlebars, and then you got fucking other kid.
Another poor kid's like running. Yeah, like fat kid gets to ride, and like poorly, by the way, because whoever's behind him, Slinky, Dinky, or Rinky, whatever.
Yeah, whatever one of his fucking names. Well, we'll get to like their fucking. We'll get into the. Oh yeah, dude, he's fucking.
It was barely a grade. It was barely a grade. The kid's like.
But anyway, this one kid, right, I don't remember some of their names, but this one kid, he all likes to be out in front. So he goes out in front, and then we learn about fucking hand signals.
Oh, he knew very well that bike riders are supposed to signal just like auto drivers. Hand down for slow or stop. Hand up for right turn. Hand straight out for left turn.
You know, the whole fucking deal.
Your turn, yeah, right.
So anyway, he decides to not do one fucking hand signal and gets himself hit.
Jacked.
Like Batman 66.
You know,
but he fucking...
made a goofy noise.
This kid fucking dies! The narrator says this.
At this point, Rooty Toot Jasperson left the party.
Narrator didn't give a straight fuck. You know,
Fuck no.
In fact,
Here's a spoiler.
Cold about it. You know?
9 of these kids fucking die.
Yeah.
This PSA, 9 of these kids fucking die.
In one evening.
One afternoon, 1 bike trip, 9 blocks. 9 kids in 9 blocks.
Hey, that's
one every block of fucking kids getting fucking taken out.
That sounds like a good title for a movie. Maybe like Jared Fogle documentary.
Well, wasn't there a movie called 9 Blocks or something?
Was there? I don't know.
Some awful
Starring
fucking movie.
Bruce Willis. You know, and
That sounds about. I don't know.
16 Blocks was the one he did. Wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, so now we cut to this next kid.
Sure.
And we learn about obeying signs.
Now she knows that she should. She knows that she should ride just like auto drivers drive. But she's so busy being happy all the time that her little thoughts tend to wander and... Oh, dear, they're wandering again.
But fuck her, she don't give a fuck. She's fucking running this fucking stop sign.
Typical woman. I'm just kidding.
And she gets fucking
crazy.
annihilated by a fucking truck. And dies!
Yeah.
And the narrator says this.
Exit Tinkerbell McDillingfitty. She forgot now and then.
Narrator's like, she was pretty dumb. Haha. You know what I mean? Guy's kind of a cock about every single kid dying. You know, he's like, there's kids dying. You know, he's like, well, if she just would have looked at the stop sign.
Well, speaking of kids dying, we move on to Flug. This kid's name is fucking Flug.
Flug.
So anyway,
Colin Jr.'s real name should have been.
He gets
Flug.
easily bored while fucking riding. So what does he do to cure his boredom while riding? He decides to ride on the other side of the fucking street.
He went to hell. He said, fuck it. I'm just going to take life by the horns.
He almost gets hit once. Still driving down the road. Dude pulls out. Hits him. Pow, biff, boom.
Yeah.
Dead. Narrator says this.
Philip Flugel is no longer bored.
And again, narrator cold as shit about a child being taken from the parents, you know. And now here's the thing. Okay, now the ending. Well, I won't say, but at the ending, a situation happens. But I don't even know if I can talk about it to you now because it might give away whatever.
Well,
but
we'll get to it then.
We'll get to it. Okay.
So anyway,
just remind me to come back to my point.
You won't even remember your point by that point. Point. So anyway, we now cut to the kid running, and we get to learn why he's running here.
He never made it down to register his bike and get a license for it. He knows very well that a license makes it easy to find out who he is if he's in an accident, and makes the bike easy to trace if it's lost or stolen. That's his trouble. Last week, while he was rehearsing the lead in King Kong, someone rode off with his bike. He went to the police, but of course they couldn't help him since it had no license or registration. He stomped out of the police station angrily, and he's been stomping ever since.
Fat kid should have been running.
It's his own fault because he didn't license and register his bike, so it was stolen, and he had no fucking choice. You're like, oh well, your bike was stolen. You should have done something better.
Yeah.
So he's running down the street.
It's also like parents, you know, like, oh, I should have done that. Like, I know.
He hits the wall, craps out, sits down, his fucking Chuck Taylors are smoking, and he fucking dies!
He dies because of that, you know?
The narrator says this.
Farewell, Mossby Pomegranate, victim of fallen arches.
How the fuck do you die?
He died of fallen arches.
Fallen
That's
arches.
what the narrator
That's
fucking
how
said.
He died? Jesus Christ.
So, now we cut to the fucking fat kid and his skinny friend, right?
Skinny friend can't see because fat kid obviously is blocking up the entire view, including the sun.
Well, and that causes a fucking problem because they fall down a manhole.
Right.
And fucking die!
Oh, you would, but fat kid was trying to warn the kid behind
For
him.
like a mile. No!
You idiot. I mean, he should have just took his mask
And they were
like,
just,
hey,
and they were
come
driving
on.
so slow, the fat kid could have just like jumped off the bike and just been like,
Right.
see?
Yeah.
But anyway, the narrator says this.
So long, fellas. There seems to be a flaw in the buddy system.
Little David Spade and Chris Farley fell down a manhole and will never see it again.
So we cut to this girl, and she's pissed for some reason, just fucking So she just decides to ride on the sidewalk.
And she was the one that kept swinging at the one. The one just kept looking over like, no, fucker.
So anyway, she's riding down the sidewalk, hits two mothers, they fly up into a tree, and she dies! Narrator says this.
Nelbert Zweiback got her one good reason.
The grocery bags killed her. Like, I don't understand that. Like, you have a skin knee, maybe.
Well, no, maybe
Dead?
maybe they had like a jar of pickles, right? The jar of pickles fell onto the ground, and the glass completely broke in half, and like half of it was sticking up like that, and she fell, and it went into her fucking head. Maybe that's how she fucking died.
Well, maybe the narrator should have said that. He would just, you know, he was being all like, kind of cartoonish about every, well, you know what I mean? Like, little Timmy should have watched out there.
Well, speaking of somebody that should have watched out, right? We cut to this kid who does not take care of his bike, and we can tell by the sound of it.
Dago. Philbert hates his old bike. He refuses to take care of it because his folks will probably give him a new one for his birthday. He can't see any reason for taking care of a heap of junk, even if he made it that way himself.
Yeah, it's all like, you know, he sounds like me, you know, trying to go.
When you're trying to walk down steps.
Yeah.
Your knees. So anyway, the kid's riding down the street, and because he can't stop, he gets run over by a steamroller. And fucking dies!
There is a guy holding the goddamn sign, and the dude on the top of the fucking thing is like he's 50 feet in the air. He can see fucking everything. He can't see this kid coming. Like, what's the stopping distance of those things? 500 yards? Jesus.
And the narrator says this.
Now, Philbert would be the first to agree that if it's worth riding, it's worth taking care of. Right? Right.
Did he complete the whole process? I mean, did he run over the kid completely and just keep going?
So, we're moving on to the next kid.
Put some slag over him.
We're moving on to the next kid, but the narrator first says this.
Quickly meet Stanislaw Higginbottom while you can. He's a nice boy, but he won't be with us long.
He won't be with us long? Well, we fucking know that after the fucking history of these other fucking kids.
I looked over you and I was like, Jesus Christ, this narrator's dark.
So the kid, in his stupidity, just rides into a tunnel. No lights, no reflectors.
Wow, he deserved to get...
Guess what? He gets hit and fucking dies!
They all die, dude.
The narrator says this.
Stanislaw just wasn't quite bright enough.
That was the fucking last of them.
Everyone
Because
besides the narrator lived.
no, there was this one kid left. He makes it to the park with all of the fucking lunches. Right?
I know.
And we get a little here.
He'll get fat, all right. And here's why he ended up with all these groceries that he doesn't really want. This was Rooty Toot Jasperson. Maybe you remember why he didn't make the picnic. He didn't signal, just once. Do you recall Tinkerbell McDillingfiddy? She forgot to watch the signals, just once. And good old Phil Flugel, he rode up the wrong side of the street, once. Mosby Pomegranate was the walking one. He didn't get around to registering his bike and getting a license. It would have taken him only a few minutes. The small one was Trigby Phipps, and his passenger was Slim Jim McGuffney. They rode double into trouble. Who can forget Nelbert Zweiback? She wanted to know one good reason why the sidewalks didn't belong to her. Then there was Philbert Bagel. He didn't take care of his brakes, so they didn't take care of him. And good old Stanislaw Higginbottom. No lights, no reflector, no Stanislaw.
We get a little recap of, like, you know, all the roles that these kids should have followed.
Right, and why they're all stupid and dead. But bring back to my point. Now, all these kids died, right?
Yes, and Orville's in the park by himself.
Right. They all had their lunches on them.
Well, they were all in that one kid's bike. I guess Orville's bike, because he had a fucking basket on the back.
He carried everybody's lunches?
That was a part of the beginning, yes.
I thought he just took the bag. Whatever.
Yeah.
But my thing was, like, did he go around gathering up all of the fucking lunches off his friends' bodies?
Bye.
Like, my lunches. Like the steamroll kid, he had to go down a manhole to get his 2 crippled, mangled-bodied buddies. You know what I mean? Fat kid's laying there, you know, all twisted up, bones sticking out of his neck. And he's like, where's your lunch, fat kid? Rolling him up to get it, you know.
So anyway, the narrator talks about how Orville was safe, and then he got fat.
So that's why Orville Slump is picnicking alone today. He watched the signals. He obeyed traffic signs, he made hand signals, he rode alone, he stayed on the right side of the street, got a license, rode just like auto drivers drive, and kept the brakes and all in good condition. And he got fat.
He got fat because everybody's
because he was safe, yeah. He was safe, so he got fat.
So Orville had to back and explain to the other parents
what happened to their children.
He went, instead of going to the police or them or saying anything, just continue to go to the park
and eat all their fucking lunches. 10 fucking lunches.
Then fucking say something.
Who knows? He might not have said anything.
Maybe he
just went home, went to bed like nothing happened, and that's how a psychopath was born. I mean, his fucking name's Orville, dude.
Well, he's either going to make popcorn or kill people, you know?
I mean, he's going to pull what Albert Fish made. He's going to start putting needles in his groin and shit.
You never know what Orville's path will be, you know?
But anyway, before we
get it good, though, this narrator...
Narrator was a psychopath?
The narrator was the psychopath.
No fucking emotions
He was enjoying every single kid's death, you know?
Yeah. So anyway, on that note, for Gunner Bird, we'll see you next week. And hopefully, at some point, maybe, we might see it if one of our videos actually doesn't get fucking blocked.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, that'd be
what
nice.
were you going to say?
That would be nice. No, I was going to say, like, you know, as our own personal PSA, don't ride your bike with a goofy fucking monkey mask.
Yeah, with eye holes that are this fucking big.
For one. And don't put fat kids on the front of your bike. That's a disaster right there, you know.
See, they should have put fucking fat kid in the fucking basket of Orville's bike. That might have been a little bit safer. At least Orville would have been able to see, but Orville would have died of a child heart attack.
That's yeah. Child heart attack. I'm surprised there's not more of them, given how fat these little monsters are. Have you seen them lately? God, they're like little balloon animals. Right? Little Mason Day Parade floats. Like, fuck's sake, man. Your kid shouldn't have 7 chins. 8 years old, 7 fucking chins.
Yeah, it took me almost 40 years to gain all my chins with experience.
Yeah, we worked on our chins, man.
You should be born with them.
Yeah, we had to work hard. You know, many years of bad diet to get this. I don't recommend it. You know, we'll be dead soon.
You know, like Hunter S. Thompson said, but instead of drugs and alcohol, it was fucking cakes and soda worked for us.
Yeah.
I don't advocate them for anybody, but they sure worked for us.
Sure did. Worked in lowering our life expectancy.
Well, that's the plan, man. I don't want to live longer than I fucking have to. This world sucks.
I don't want to be 80 and just be like, yeah,
I want to fucking...
Dude, you know what made me like, look...
As long as I die before my wife, I'm good.
If you've seen Burt Reynolds lately,
yes.
I call him Burnt because he looks burnt. You know, he's like, they were like, and here's a convention, here's Burt Reynolds, the, you know, the fucking bandit, blah,
the
blah,
outlaw.
The outlaw bandit, whatever they were saying. And here he comes, dude, like, you know, I don't even know how he was alive. He looked like there was no more blood in his body. It was just dust.
It was a dust in a toupee.
Right, dude. He came out here, he was like, brrr. I was like, oh my god, no. I was like, he should be in a hospice somewhere, not being pushed out and made to...
Well, didn't Lonnie Anderson take a lot of his money back in the day?
Propping him up against a fucking Trans Am and shit and giving him a stroke by taking a minute. Just revving it might kill him. You know what I mean? I mean, fuck. Like, get in the car, bandit, and he's like, brrr. Like,
no clue what's going on whatsoever.
It made me cry. I was like, no, don't do that to the bandit.
Dude, that's why I refused. That's why I refused
Stop pushing him, he's old.
That's why I refused to watch anything with Burt Reynolds in past, like, 1990, whatever.
Terrible.
Because
Why would
it's
you do
just,
that to him?
I can't, dude, because, like, in my mind, he will always be the fucking bandit.
I know.
You know, so I can't I can't. I just can't see it as anything else. It's too fucking sad.
You know what I mean? It's like walking past Virgil's table at the Comic-Cons.
There's like 3 people out there that's going to fucking get that within like the 3 or 4 state area that fucking Virgil goes around to fucking sell his autographs at fucking flea markets and Comic Cons.
I'm sorry, it's terrible. Walking past shit.
Dude, it's crazy. I mean, I almost want to talk to him sometimes. Be like, just go up to him and be like, you know, especially at the flea market. Because Comic Con, there's more craziness going on. But like flea market and stuff, I would love to just go up to him and be like,
how depressed are you right now?
No, I don't want to be a dick about it. Be like, you know, it's like, seriously, dude, it must actually work out for you because you're still able to do it and not go work some shitty fucking job like us.
I hate my shitty
you know,
job.
so it's like,
Virgil does.
I'm just fucking, I'm just curious about, like, that life. Like, what's it like, you know?
It'd be probably pretty sad.
Going from con to flea market to con, just, you know.
Flea market?
Renting out your own tables. Not invited to cons.
You're just
like, you know, not in the celebrity room, but renting out your own table on the vendor floor to sell your fucking pictures and autographs.
I don't agree with them asking so fucking much for a picture of you.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't
and not like it's fucking special.
I really think I want a picture of the Green Ranger for $150.
And it's not like it's even that fucking special because there's fucking 80, 90 people in line with you that's getting the exact same fucking picture with a disinterested celebrity. Like,
right. Here's Selma Blair, and
like,
you look, or not Selma Blair, but Linda Blair. Here's Linda Blair, and you're like looking at your picture, like, God, did you? Oh, God, no.
But, yeah.
What happened? Boating accident.
The one con I went to, like, if it wasn't so goddamn expensive, I would have fucking got Burt Ward and Adam West's fucking autograph.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was fucking expensive.
Yeah, but Adam West would have been really cool to me.
Yeah. But, you know, lines for, like, motherfuckers like that, crazy, mad long. And I ain't waiting, like, 4 or 5 hours in a fucking line to fucking meet Adam West, be like, side dish, take picture, shake hand, here's $200.
I liked, and they're pushing you away, and you're like, I like Batman, and they're like, all right, go next.
It's like, yeah, he's heard that for the last 60 years.
Yeah, I know. Well, what else are you supposed to say? Adam West,
Family Guy.
Yeah, but like, Batman and stuff. Though. Why couldn't Death take Burt Ward?
That's fucking mean, man. I'm ending it on that. That's fucking mean.
No, it's not.